You're probably smarter than most people think. But are you thinking as clearly as you could? I wasn't either. Until I learned how to outthink 90% of people. Not by being a genius, but by breaking one simple habit most of us don't even realize we have. This isn't feel-good motivation. It's a wake-up call. Because right now, your brain might be working against you. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're just stuck in something we all fall into. A trap called cognitive bias. It's invisible. It shapes what you buy, who you trust, how you judge others, and even how you see yourself. Here's the truth. Most people aren't thinking. They're reacting. They're running on mental autopilot, convinced they're being logical, when really, they're just caught in one of 188 plus mental shortcuts the brain uses to save energy. Ever argued with someone who refused to see your point? That's bias. But you know what's harder to admit? You do it too. I definitely do. Because our brains weren't designed for truth. They were designed for survival. Let me show you what I mean. You hear about a plane crash on the news and suddenly, flying feels dangerous. That's called the availability heuristic. Your brain assumes something is likely just because it's vivid or memorable. But guess what? You're still way more likely to die slipping in the shower. And yet, you don't panic every time you take one. That's how bias works. It feels like truth, but it's not. So how do you break out of this? There's one mental habit that most high-level thinkers, from Warren Buffett to top military strategists, use every day. It's called second-order thinking. Most people stop at the first consequence. I'll skip the gym today, I'm tired. Sounds reasonable, right? But second-order thinking asks, what happens next? I skip today, it's easier to skip tomorrow. Next thing I know, I've lost momentum. I feel like a failure. This is how people drift. Not from bad decisions, but from not thinking past the first step. Now here's the twist. Second-order thinking feels weird at first, because your brain hates doing extra work. It's energy hungry, so it cuts corners. That's why you'll scroll Instagram instead of solving a problem. That's why you follow your gut instead of checking the data. But here's the good news. Just like your muscles, your brain gets stronger the more you use it. So start with this one exercise. Before making a decision, ask, what's the opposite of what I believe? Try to argue against your own opinion. It'll feel uncomfortable. That's the point. Discomfort means you're thinking, not just reacting. Most people live in a mental echo chamber. They scroll. They consume. They react. But they don't pause. They don't question. They don't ask, wait, what if I'm wrong? Is this feeling helping me or hijacking me? You train yourself to pause, to think one step deeper, and suddenly, you start noticing what others miss. It's not magic. It's not even talent. It's mental discipline. And in a distracted world, that discipline is rare. So here's your challenge. Before you click on the next video, do this. Write down one belief you've never questioned. Just one. Then ask, could the opposite also be true? You'll be surprised where that question leads. Now, your move. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to level up one idea at a time.